Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a one brand makeup tutorial with Tarte Cosmetics. Tarte is definitely one of my favorite brands and I've been wanting to film this video for a long time now. I love their products, I love the company, so I decided to film this for you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you want to see more of these and let's just jump into it. Okay, so I already filled in my brows with the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I did that off camera because I don't have any Tarte brow products, but I am going to take my tape and I'm just going to apply this on the outer part of my eye just so I can have a more of a clean line. So I'm going to do that. I have two palettes to play with today. I have the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette, which this one I feel like I'm leaning towards more because it has more colors in it. And then I also have this one, which we got in the Boxycharm for the month of August, which was such a good one. So it looks like this. It's more neutral shades, but they're all kind of like satiny shimmers. So I'm going to take this shade in here. It is called Myth and it is the only matte shade in this palette, and I'm just going to apply this to my crease with a big fluffy brush. The tape makes it so much easier so that if I do this a little more messy, it still looks okay when I take the tape off. And I did already set my eyes with the Tarte Translucent Setting Powder as well, just so I had a nice base. I haven't been using eyeshadow primers lately. I just like don't use them anymore. So I'm kind of feeling both of these shades right here. I really like the bronzy shade, but I also really like that green. So I'm going to go in with the bronzy copper shade first. It's called Wings. And I'm going to take that on a flat brush. Usually I apply my shadows all over my lid with my finger, but I'm going to try it with a brush today and see how it works. No, that doesn't work at all. Do you see that? I almost got nothing on my lid from that. No, that's a piece of crap. I am going to take my finger because that did not work at all for me. And I'm just going to press this onto my eyelid, which works a lot better. Yes. Now I'm going to go in with this light green shade. This is in the shade Marvel, and I'm going to put this in the inner corner, and I doubt it's going to work with a brush. So again, I'm going to take a different finger. Ooh, this one seems a lot more pigmented than the other one. I'm going to go in with my finger and try and get it as close as I can. Ooh, maybe this will work with a brush. I'm going to try it on the brush because this one has more color payoff. Okay, so I think that's pretty. Now let's see, I'm gonna go in with this other Tarte palette. This is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2, and I'm gonna take a darker shade, maybe this one and that one, mix the two and do this in the outer half, just to darken it up a little bit. Now I'm just going to blend out the edges because I find that these shadows are kind of hard to work with. So I'm just going to do a lot of blending until everything looks seamless. Okay, so I just blended out the eyes as best as I could. I am going to take off the tape and do my liner and lashes off camera. Overall thoughts on this palette, it is really pretty, but it's not super pigmented unless you use your finger to apply it. So if you guys have any tips or recommendations on a good brush, then let me know because I could not get any pigment off of my brush. So definitely recommend using your finger for this, but it just did not work with a brush. So I'm going to apply lashes and I will be right back. Moving on to the rest of my face, I'm going to take my Cover FX Illuminating Primer. I sadly do not have a primer from Tarte, so I'm just going to use this one because I really like it paired with the Tarte Foundation Stick. So I'm going to use this. It gives a nice overall glow to your skin. It doesn't do anything for your pores or smoothness, but it really gives your face a nice glow. So I'm going to use this all over. Definitely one of my favorite primers. Now for foundation today, I'm going to use my Tarte Foundation Stick. Like I said, I've been really liking this. I have it in two shades. I have it in light medium neutral and then medium neutral. Medium neutral is a little too dark for me right now. I am not self-tanned and I am the lightest I've ever been. So I'm going to use the light medium neutral. And I'm just going to do some stripes all along my face. You have to use this foundation stick with the right primer. If you use it with like a mattifying primer, it breaks up on your skin. It does not look good. So I like this with an illuminating primer, like the Cover FX one. And now I'm just going to blend everything in with my Beauty Blender. This is a pretty good color for me right now because I am not self-tanned. This will probably be my winter shade too. unless I continue to self-tan, which probably won't happen. I would also say the coverage for this is more medium coverage. It's definitely not full coverage, but it has a very natural look to it, which I like. For concealer today, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape. I have it in light medium and light neutral. I'm going to mix the two. So I'm going to go in with a darker one, which is light medium, and I'm just going to put this a little bit lower. And then I'm also going to do it on the sides of my nose and then my little nose ring scar and right in the center. And then I'm going to take my lighter one, which is light neutral. I'm going to take this and put this right underneath my eyes to add a lot of brightness, and then also down the center of my nose and a little bit on my forehead. And the same thing, I'm going to blend everything out with my Beauty Blender. This is definitely one of my favorite concealers. It has really great coverage, but it does not look cakey underneath the eyes, which I really like. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Tarte foundation powder. This is the Amazonian Clay foundation powder. It is full coverage, but it is a loose powder. It's definitely one of my favorites. I've used this stuff for like 3 or 4 years now. I really love it, and it lasts such a long time. So I'm gonna take the shade Light Medium Neutral, and I'm gonna take my Tarte Kabuki brush and just lightly dust this all over. This gives such a flawless finish. Your face literally looks airbrushed after using this. So I don't have a contour palette from Tarte, but I do have a little bronzer. This is the Park Avenue Princess, and this is a waterproof bronzer. So I'm gonna use this one. It does have a little hint of shimmer in it, so that's why I'm not gonna use it to contour. But I'm gonna take this NYX Kabuki brush and just apply this on the outer half of my face, just to add some warmth because I'm feeling very light right now. And this is a nice, like, deepish red undertone bronzer. I'm going to take this blush from Tarte. This is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Concept, which is such a pretty color. It's like a mauvey, rosy pink. It's so pretty, and it has a little hint of shimmer in it. So I'm going to use this. It came in a 500-point perk, which was an amazing deal. So it's just so pretty. It almost looks coral. I would say it's like a peachy coral mauve. So nice. I love this kind of color, especially like with my skin tone and for the summer. Now for a highlighter, I don't have a powder highlighter from Tarte. So all I have is this Tarte Pro Glow, and I already applied powder. So we'll see how this works. Usually don't do this, but I usually apply a powder highlighter. But since I don't have one from Tarte, I'm just gonna do this. And I'm gonna blend it in with my Beauty Blender. And hopefully my makeup underneath doesn't like separate and look weird. Okay, so that's what the highlight looks like. It is pretty, but it's a liquid, so make sure you apply it before your powders and don't do what I did. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly do some shadow underneath my lash line and then put mascara on the bottom lashes, and then we will do the lips. For lips today, I'm gonna use the Tarteist little lip liner in Latergram. This is just like a mini, and it's a nice mauvey nude. And I'm gonna fill in my lips with this a little bit. This actually is definitely more coral than I thought it was. So that's what the lips look like, but I am going to add a lipstick. So I'm using the Tarte Beach Babe Color Splash lipstick with the marble print. I love these lipsticks. And this is like a very light nude. So I'm just gonna lighten the lips a little bit. The last thing I'm gonna do is set my face. I'm gonna use the Glam Glow Glow Setter. This is really nice if you want a very like dewy look, but if you don't want that, don't buy this. All right, so I'm just gonna do a couple sprays. And it smells like creamsicles. It smells so good. All right, now I just need to take my hair down and we should be good to go. Okay, so this is what the makeup look looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun filming this. I love Tarte Cosmetics. It's definitely one of my favorite brands ever. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more one brand tutorials, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.